All right, everybody. We're back for Sap Sucker Sunday. Hope everybody has had a good week thus far. I've been kind of chilling in my own zone, taking it easy, just cooling it. No, I actually went to some Christmas parties. A Christmas party. And I actually had a good time. A really good time. So I'm just gonna talk. Gimme.
What's up?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. I was just
Sound like Tony Black.
Tony Blackie is my daddy. The one and only. One and only
Yeah.
homie, get to know me.
Now you met Ryan.
Rhyming.
Hey, you
Rhyming.
know what's crazy? When you log on through the laptop, the little thing that you supposed to read, it don't
Mm-hmm.
show up on there.
Well, this week I did all of that through the phone, and it was so much easier through
To
the
set it up
phone.
through the phone. I
Yes.
like doing it. I thought it was easier on the laptop.
It was easier on the phone than the laptop, girl. And probably because my laptop old. I got a 2011 Dell. But it just like even setting up the time and setting up all the stuff and typing out the description, it was easier on my phone.
I forget. I don't know. I liked it because I was putting on songs and shit on there.
Yeah. Well, I ain't got no songs. I can still play some music on here.
Don't do it. The elevator music. Hey, that elevator music will soothe you
Eh,
though. Let me ask you this.
Corey.
Am I loud? Because I guess headphones.
No.
I'm not.
Not on
Okay.
I'm not on my phone, not on my end.
Okay. Hey, Corey.
Hey, what's the big old deal?
Not the
What it
big
do?
old deal.
What it do? Do.
Oh, okay. Yay, nigga, spirit finger.
Yeah, blood pressure.
Everybody in the round. Now you can't turn this shit off.
No, it turned off on its own. Last time I kept clicking it
You
trying to
pushed
turn
it
it
too
off.
many times.
And I pushed it one too many
Well,
times.
you know the
It-
computer is only gonna do what you tell it to do.
exactly. Well, I didn't know. I thought you had to take the check off to get it
Mm-mm.
to stop. So that was my fault. So how y'all been
No,
doing? How's everybody weeks been thus far?
I'm still sore.
I've
So
been
me
fair
go
for a square.
Fair Four Square. What does that mean? That's a new one.
That is not new. You ain't never heard that.
No, Fair
So you
Four
done heard
Square.
all them shits about road lizards, so you ain't never heard that one.
Nope. That's a new
That's
one.
wild. That's diabolical in Corey's voice. Crazy work.
I have never ever have I ever heard that one.
Never have I ever. Ah,
Uh-uh.
that's
Nope.
hilarious. Look, I stopped this song on. I just paused it when I get ready to come out here. It stopped on one. It's got 1 minute and 11 seconds left.
Okay then, synchronicities.
Man,
Synchronicity. Y'all, I've been listening to Rod Hayes and Flurmer. I love Rod Hayes. Oh my
I ain't never heard
gosh.
of that. Who was that? You got to send them to me.
Girl, his Chief Potomac. He's based out of
Mm,
not Potomac, but Chief Pontiac. He's based out of Pontiac, Michigan. Been in
okay.
jail, been in the game, but he's actually a chief.
For real?
The indigenous chief, yes. He's in the
Shit, it's so
chiefdom.
many. I've been listening to this other I don't know who it was. Somebody I found on TikTok, then I followed it over to YouTube and it's been very informative. Like history really be lying to people.
Yes, and you have to think about it. Black history,
Jesus, the
or not even Black history, our indigenous history was always
United
passed
States
down
history is a
orally.
fucking it's a
Do what?
lie. U.S. history in high school, don't believe that shit.
No, because and they try to discredit our history because we didn't write it in books. Our stuff was always handed down orally,
Oral
oral
tradition.
tradition.
Hmm.
And because it's so,
But
because I
that's
was listening,
something that they teach in school, though. So I don't understand why. If you teach it, why don't you respect it? I mean, I understand why, but like, make it make sense.
Because I last week everybody was getting on Billy Carson talking about, ooh, Billy Carson got he was in a debate and I was almost on that tip. He got they found out he was a fraud. Really, he's not a fraud because his I'm not a big fan of Billy Carson's anyway. But like most of his history was intuitively given to him. Like a lot of us are we have our Akashic record, so we remember a lot of things
Yeah.
subconsciously that otherwise may not be in the book. So they discredit him based off of Bible knowledge. And he was like, I ain't really into the Bible. I don't study the
Nah,
Bible.
you can't hold it. And that's how I felt when all this stuff happened to me, based on like the Bible stuff. And I'm like, you, how can you hold me accountable for something that I don't like? I don't hold myself. I don't hold my morals to this to that standard. So you can't
Hmm.
hold me accountable for something that I don't.
That you
That's
don't believe in shit. Say
yeah.
it for
Like
what
what?
it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the goddamn word.
It
I
ain't
want
no
to
ain't
say
no
I don't fuck with, but that was kind of harsh.
right now we standing on principle. We in the
Man,
time
like
of
you
age.
can't, and that's what I told them. I was like, y'all can't hold me to some shit I don't really just believe in. Like what?
And in the same token, like other people believe in it and it's cool. It's space for everybody to believe
It
in what they
is.
believe
Do
in.
what's best for you, and that's
But the
I'm a
thing
firm believer
is,
in that.
people be wanting to look at you sideways when you don't believe what they believe in, and they'll cut you off, stop fooling with you. But I can't talk to you because you don't believe that.
You ain't. You know what? Thank you, motherfucker. You just saved me from having to stop talking to you. Shit. Cause
Well,
I feel like when it's not when it's I ain't gonna say that you have to necessarily believe the same thing that every you know what I'm saying, like the people that you intermingle with or whatever, but it does make it easier.
it makes it easier, but at the same
But
time, we're
it
all
doesn't give
different.
any variety in your
How much
life
fun is
neither.
it to all be the same in our thoughts and
I ain't
beliefs?
saying
That's
be
no
the
fun.
same. I'm saying, but when it's when well, okay, like what was this about? I didn't read the title, but what had Corey talked about what to do? Appreciation and reciprocity goes a
Well, I
long
put
way. Like
gratitude. Yeah, I forgot
same shit.
reciprocity.
Okay, well, that though ties into if you can intermingle with different people that have different beliefs. Yes, it gives your life diversity, but if you're not open to it, then it can cause all type of issues. Is what I'm
Yeah,
saying. It can
yeah.
make shit harder than what it have to be if you're not dealing with open minded people.
And I've realized that a lot of people be closed minded when it
People
comes to
be
their
shut in the
beliefs.
fucking closet.
In their
Please,
beliefs.
please come out the closet in R. Kelly voice.
I believe in you.
But
Yeah.
I
y'all got
think
y'all
what
do
one thing that I have noticed though. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
no who
Anybody saying
ticking?
that? Go ahead,
Who got
Corey.
a ticking?
That was me. Sorry, y'all.
Uh
Go ahead, Corey. Hello?
No,
Corey.
I was just gonna say like, um, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all can hear me, right?
yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, just making sure. But no, but no, I was just make. I was gonna say to that last topic we was just discussing or whatever. I've seen like since I came out the Bible Belt or whatever. You feel me? Moving from home or from down south and coming out this way or whatnot to Colorado. I have had the chance of bumping into a lot of open-minded people or whatever. Where back at home, everything's so traditionalized or whatever, if that's a word.
Mm-hmm.
But everything's so traditional and passed on. You know what I mean? People are reluctant to look outside the box, or even if they tapping into it in different realms, they're scared to fully explore because they'll be looked at or demonized or you a heathen type shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Man, stone
Well,
her.
they've been feared. They've been made to fear,
They
to
have
be
been
fearful of
domesticated.
everything.
That is
Right, right,
Sometimes
right.
religion rules people through fear,
it
through the things of
does.
fear.
Yeah, fear based, fear based, fear
Yeah.
based.
That is that domestication of the mind.
And like I said, to each his own.
Right. Do what works for you. But shit, don't be mad or be offended if I have the ability to be a little bit more open and to think outside of the box. I ain't never really just been inside the box no way though. I always used to kind of question everything.
Hmm.
But because if you just trying to force me to believe it, otherwise, but my only option is if you don't do this, then this is gonna happen, as in means to scare me. Like I ain't never really just been scary. Like I don't like it's gonna take a little bit more than that to deter me from questioning shit or you know what I'm saying, thinking outside the box. Like I've never just been a Cammy, you have to think like this. Like, bro, that's boring.
Hmm. All right, you guys. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about gratitude and reciprocity. And
Okay.
we're going, and we're going to actually have our
Yup, yup.
different different segments. Corey, you want to lead the way since we missed you last week,
Uh,
or you want us to start it off?
yeah. Either or, it don't matter. But like I say, I'm somewhat prepared, so it
Okay,
don't
well you
matter.
can you,
I,
you can
I'll
start it
take
off.
the assist from y'all or whatnot. I'll let y'all set it up.
Okay,
But
okay, okay.
do you want me to
So
go? Have you did your have,
no, I hadn't did Nafis's nuances.
no, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead.
That's
I
what
was
I'm
gonna
saying.
say
You,
I did. I'm ready if y'all I go shit. It don't make me
yeah,
no
I was
difference.
just extending it to Corey because
Ah,
we always be talking and just out talking sometimes. So I was trying to be like, hey, you go ahead, Corey. We're gonna let the man lead the way today
okay. Let's follow. We following your lead today, Corey.
because this your topic, my guy.
All right, cool beans. Do y'all want me to start with my word of the day or what?
Yeah, yeah. However you want to start it, whatever you feel comfortable. Word of the
All
day,
right. Cool,
whatever.
cool, cool. My word of the day or whatnot. It was ephemeral. I hope I'm saying that right or whatnot. Ephemeral.
Mhm.
It's supposed to mean lasting for a very short time.
Mm.
And trying to find how you be an example or whatnot.
Okay, okay, okay. How you
But
spell
yeah,
it?
hold on. You spell it Ephemeral.
Okay, that
And
was
it's
What?
off. Different from
Me
what I
too.
was
I
thinking.
started with an I. Spell it
I was gonna
again.
start. I started with an E. EFORM. Ephemeral. Okay, okay,
ephemeral. EPA. Yeah, yeah. Thanks to Alexa, Google them.
okay, 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 okay.
Gave
So
me
to
that
only
word
be
or
short
whatever.
lived.
But and yeah, and what does it say here? An example of the ephemeral nature of Snapchat is a big draw for teens.
Gotcha, because that should be only lasted for 24 hours.
Right, so that's why folks like to run to it and
Yeah,
shit.
I
I
like.
like
That's why
Snapchat. I like Snapchat.
I like Snapchat. That was the only social media I would do because that shit erased for after 24 hours. I don't want everybody. Oh, and then if somebody screenshot my shit, I could be like, you know what you screenshot my shit for?
Man. Or you be
Right,
like
so
Kyla. I be like, Kyla, stop screenshot my story. When I go look and see, then you can see who did it when you go look and see who on your story. The first 3 or 4 people to watch mine be my kids and my niece. Get off my
Mhm.
shit. Y'all watching me. I guess they say they gotta raise me.
And like he said, it's appealing to teens. What y'all gotta say? Snapchat me that pussy if it's.
Yeah. Please don't.
that was a great correlation.
Hey, hey, but you know what? People I done found out men be cheating on Snapchat.
Men be cheating on all this shit.
But I know, but men who
And
really
women
got a
be cheating too, cause they niggas is not
they
cheating by
do.
themselves.
But a lot of people who don't want, if they got a wife or spouse that really don't trust them to be going through their phone, a lot of times they get on Snapchat because you can delete that stuff. You can make calls on Snapchat and you can erase the whole history. So it leaves
You
no
can
Yeah,
do it
paper
on
trail.
WhatsApp too.
you could call people off Snapchat. That's do.
You can video chat
Yeah,
on
you can video
Snapchat.
chat on Snapchat.
I ain't even see. See that goes to show
Corey, you
you.
need
I
to
don't
put your Snapchat back on so we can tag you in the stories when we be
see.
sharing them.
See, I don't even know how to operate Snapchat. I never seen the point of it, so I never really got into Snapchat and shit.
Snapchat is more intimate to me. It's more intimate than Facebook.
Cause you can
And
control who what happened.
yes, and you can control who are your friends. Most of the time, it's people that you actually know and you deal with, may have dealt with in a recent setting. You just don't randomly add people on Snapchat because it's kind of like, you gonna know who you dealing with. Whereas Facebook, you may add somebody that you knew in past and 30 years ago,
Yeah. Or
just on
somebody that
some.
you just met or something.
Yeah, it's more
God,
private to me. It's way more private, and I like the fact that the shit disappears after 24 hours, or I can
But
delete it,
it do the same thing on your story too, but somebody can screenshot that though and you won't know.
and you won't
I
ever
don't
know.
give a At this point in my life, I don't like I don't care.
I do.
But it's
I'm a little more
it's
private than I thought
it's
I
some
was.
shit that I won't put on my main social medias, but I put it on Snapchat. Like when I be dealing with like my kids and stuff.
Yeah,
But
me too. I won't put my kids on Facebook or on Instagram. That's just too much for me.
I have already done this too, lady. It
I
don't
don't.
matter.
I don't. I done deleted Instagram and TikTok. Jesus, I don't even post nothing on. I just repost on TikTok all day. They finna ban TikTok anyway.
yep. Starting what they say at the
January
top of the year.
19th.
When
Yeah, top of the year.
yeah.
How you gonna make these people sell their company to you, or if they don't sell, you gonna cancel it? That's kind of sketch.
But
Yeah,
what are we talking about though?
TikTok,
TikTok.
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying who's making them do it?
the government.
but
Okay.
but
So
but
why would you
also
not
too
think it
though.
would be sketchy?
But I,
You right. You
but
right.
also
You
too
right.
though, TikTok is owned by the Chinese government, and like they say in China, the whole TikTok format in China is completely different from what how it's
But
set up here in
it
America. You
is.
feel me?
It is. But they're way more educational based. But TikTok here is also bringing in subgroups of people, like-minded people who are putting out. At first,
Mhm.
I was looking at it like, oh, it's just black people on here giving the tea. But no, there are a subset of groups of black people that are giving knowledge
Yeah, that's what
that you
I
I
can't.
thought it
agree.
was
I
more
agree.
about anyway, instead of just giving tea.
That
Like when
you
I
really.
first got on there, I was watching it for educational purposes.
Yeah, it's more like little secret squirrel groups that a lot of people ain't finding out about versus
Little
if you do
rabbit
that shit on
hole.
Facebook or YouTube, they
Yeah,
gonna
they
delete
gonna
your shit.
block it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they got something else called
Yeah,
Lemon 8 or some shit. They started, but I don't know how this gonna work. I probably just gonna not even worry about
Yeah, I'm not either.
TikTok
But
and all that. I really want to delete all that shit and just can we be regular, normal friends that interact in person or call me on the phone?
we'll probably never go back to that in real life.
Yeah, that's about where
yeah.
I'm
Those
headed
days are
to.
unfortunately over.
I don't
Them is
think
over
so.
with.
People don't call. Y'all don't talk on the telephone to people.
I do. I
I
You
talk
know
all
do.
what
the
to say?
time.
Yeah,
I finna say y'all don't talk on the telephone to people.
well, yeah, but I'm talking about like so
Leave me a
that
voicemail looking at
that like no
That's really what I want to
kind
do. Bring back
of like what
payphones.
Fisa was saying, the intimacy part of it, like of
It's
having
over
that
with.
one on one. You feel me? Instead of
Mm.
everything, everything's so instant now. It don't took the intimacy out of man popping up and really looking forward to rapping with a motherfucker. Here, you get off the
Mm,
phone with
yeah.
him, shit, you see him on social media and
Right.
another app and another app. Like,
But you
damn,
know
nigga.
what's crazy to me is a lot of times people will go and look at your social media before they even take the time to talk to you and get to know you. Like I
Yeah.
could have been like if I see some shit and I like it, I'm a post it. There might not be all the way what I agree with. It could be something that I disagree with. But if you're going based solely off of my social media. I could be on there just acting a damn fool for shits and giggles. You never know what somebody is posting. You know what I'm saying? Like the validity of their post.
Hmm.
So until you, but if you going based off of that, then you know what I'm saying, you might
Well,
miss
we
out
living in a
on a
world
good
of
person.
dummies. They've dumbed it down for
Man,
dummies. So
people is
dummies are
real
going.
dumb.
So people are going to believe what they are given on social media.
Yeah,
So,
but
and to
but
some
instead of
extent,
believing somebody, like talk to somebody though. That shit irritate the fuck out of me.
or to some extent, social media is making us lazy. Like I appreciate many facets of it. Like I was saying with the TikTok and the Snapchat. But sometimes if you're not anybody who's willing to look up stuff on your own and learn on your own, you
You
can
that's
get
just like going to
misled.
school. You gonna
Yeah,
believe what going to school, go to church. You gonna believe whatever's given to you.
you're gonna be misled. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's go into our
I,
next I got my definition, my nuances, Nafisa's nuances. So
What's
I was
nuances mean?
nuances mean just like, let me get it right because it describes nuance means a subtle difference in or shade of meaning, expression, or sound. So
Okay. Because when I read it as nuisance. Like clearly they
no,
ain't
no,
right.
no, no. So when I say Nafisa's nuances, I mean this is my take on a certain whatever. And I meant it as like either a definition or a quote of mine, my little weird ass sayings I be having, or a quote of somebody else's.
Yeah.
Or a subtle difference in distinction in expression, meaning, and response. So for Nafisa nuances, I'm doing the definition of gratitude, the psychological definition. So this ain't Webster's. It
got
is
you.
a feeling of thankfulness, happiness in response to a gift or fortunate event, taking time to recognize that sources of goodness lie outside of oneself, acknowledging the goodness in one's life. And I was reading an article that said gratitude can combat negative emotions such as sadness, loss, or anger. Mm. And
Hmm.
gratitude can also help people be more compassionate towards self.
Word.
I agree.
Most definitely.
Okay, okay.
So you ready, Carmen? God dang it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my card and then I'll do our. I'm gonna just
Hello?
keep the sound. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah. We hear you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do my card, which I pulled. And this is what Cammy's communications. Is that what I said? I think so.
Yep. Candy.
So I pulled the card reflection. I'm pulling from my relationship oracle card, and reflection is the energy of reflection supports our growth through the insight we get from the contemplations of self and others. So to me, that's like looking at your interactions, whether it's how you're interacting with yourself and how you're interacting with others, because majority of the time, what you know what I'm saying, you're gonna mirror when you interact with somebody. It's gonna be somebody that's similar to where you are in growth. In
Mm-hmm.
my experience, if I went back and sat down and wrote out the different relationships, whether they was platonic or romantic, majority of the time the person that I was interacting with was very similar to me as far as uh, self understanding of myself. They were at a very similar place.
And that, my friends, is why they say whenever you just get out of relationships,
Do not
give
get in
your
another one.
time self. Give yourself time because wherever you are when you get out that relationship, 9 times out of 10, you're in a bad. Unless you ended on good terms and y'all on a in a,
But
you
even
were.
if you end on good terms, you still should give yourself time, because if you go back and self reflect on a relationship, you're still gonna see things that you might want to improve on yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Before you step into something new. That's like I had a incident that I could have entertained it, but I didn't. And all I could do was think about, there was real growth for me because in the past, I would have entertained this shit and went left and took this shit to hell. But
Mhm.
I didn't. I just left it where it was at and
I
just,
think it depends on the person too, and your level of understanding and understanding. And like I
that's what I'm
said, it
saying.
depends on
Like
how the terms of the
if you,
relationship ends, because every relationship don't end on no bullshit. It just
I'm
don't.
not saying that it does. Like I'm not saying that you can't end a relationship with somebody and still interact with that person. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like it's still gonna end. Like y'all still gonna be at a place to where you're gonna be a reflection of each other.
Hmm.
That's what I get from my understanding of pulling that card of whoever
Or
you
wherever
react
you
with.
are mentally. So, say if you in a bad space when you end the relationship, I think that's when you should not move to
When you
something
should
else.
not what?
You shouldn't move to another relationship. If you ending on a
Yeah, that's
bad,
what
if
I'm
Right.
you're not
saying.
feeling
Like,
your
but
your
Be
they
top.
effective.
tell you that you should, like, when you, if you say, for instance, if you was in a relationship or friendship, or I ain't gonna say friendship, but I'm gonna say a romantic relationship for 12 years, this it's recommended that you at least not be in a relationship for 12 months. So for every year, you
Recommended
should
by
give
who?
yourself a month.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
like
what if it
like
was a
like different
situation
types
that
of
ended?
programs or different types of like self-healing programs is what I'm speaking of. I'm just
But what
speaking of
if
my
you feel like
experience.
you're okay? And I'm asking you, like, what if you feel like you're okay as a person to move on? Like, what if you don't?
I ain't
If
saying that you have
everything
to do
ends,
it. I just said it's a recommendation. It's
well,
just
I'm
like
just
if
saying,
you have
like,
a baby, they recommend that you don't have sex for 6 weeks. But how many motherfuckers go back to their 6 week
they,
checkup pregnant?
a lot of folks, because that's when you
So
be
that's what I'm
buying
saying. It's just
that.
a recommendation. I'm not saying that that's what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
No, because I have done that move, went from a, well, not really. I usually, if I've been in a relationship and I break up with somebody, shit, I take me a little break because people get on my nerves. But yeah, I mean, it's different for different people.
I
Like
ain't gonna
whatever
lie.
work for you, work for
Um,
you.
right. I ain't gonna lie. As a male, you feel me? As a man speaking on this particular topic and shit, I can agree firsthand or whatever. At the time, I didn't recognize or know that or whatever. But now looking back, like
Mm-hmm.
you just said, looking at my life like a mirror, reflecting or whatever, I should have most
Mm-hmm.
definitely gave myself some grace and some time to myself or whatever.
Yeah,
I left out of my marriage to my oldest son's mother only to jump into a relationship with a person that I've been knowing. We knew each other for years or whatever prior to us,
Mm-hmm.
getting together or whatever. But nevertheless, though, I wasn't in no good space mentally or whatnot to be even fooling around with that young lady or whatnot. I
Mm-hmm.
should have took the time to myself and real life seeing, where I'm at and what is it that I want or whatever. Cause
Mm-hmm.
shit, like you said, anytime you've been in a relationship for a multitude of years, you most definitely need to take you a good time out and
and just
figure out
get to
what it
know
is.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, do you
And
think
I ain't
that
never
that?
get my
No, I'm sorry, girl. Go ahead.
no. I was just gonna say, to conclude on that or whatever, I just didn't ever give myself that necessary time.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, that's how I end up making the rest of my kids or whatever. You feel me? Low key
yeah.
finding myself in different places, so to speak.
Hmm.
I
So,
do. Yeah,
women are more likely to give themselves time than men are.
yeah. Because men be wanting, they be wanting a woman. Well, I
Yeah.
think
But
most.
you want
Yeah.
you want to know what it was on my end though, like dead
What?
ass, because I was in a marriage and then I did that shit so young, and even though, when I step outside that threshold of my door, you know what I'm saying, I still would go into that trap or die mode. You feel me? Because that was the era. You know what I'm saying? That was
Mm-hmm.
going on when I got married young or whatever.
How
But
old were
anyway,
you when you got married, Corey?
man, I was 20.
Ooh,
Mm.
young and tender.
Man, on my life, had no business.
Hey, but
but,
so
but
it be a lot of
But
people that
some
be
people
getting
do
married
get
that
married
young.
that young and
And
be
you know what be
okay.
happening? Them
They
folk
be going
be
through the
there
shit though.
going through midlife crisis, turn to hit 40 and be like, damn, I ain't been nothing but married, bro. What the fuck?
Man, I wanna, and a lot
Man,
of times it just be they be wanting to do different shit, or they'll end up in an open relationship or some
Or they
shit.
done grew in different directions. Cause you think about how young you are at 20 mentally and
Yeah,
emotionally.
man,
and
I'm still
and that's
baby,
another
man.
reason why I say like when you break up with somebody, you like how they it's recommended. You know what I'm saying? You take time for yourself because only thing that time is gonna give you is an opportunity to grow. Especially if you sit back and you look at, okay, this is what I have. This is what I've been through in this relationship. Now I want to really sit down and figure out, okay, well, if I was in a relationship with this person, why? If I know, you know what I'm saying, this is not what I should have been doing. Or even if it was a good relationship, like what was the good aspects of their relationship, like I might want to take or look for that in the next one that I get into, like write down the pros and the cons and where your part where you was wrong and just really break down the relationship and self reflect and you can only thing you can do with that information is take it and grow.
But I'm gonna be honest. My last my relationships in adulthood, it seemed like each one was better. You know what I'm saying? It was like a stepping
Because you
stone.
grew.
It was a stepping stone. I took from each one and figured out what my lesson was, and built on top of that. So
And
when
to
I
me,
came
then I
into
feel like that's
That's
what you're
good.
supposed to do.
and when
I'm
I
just
came
gonna be
into
a little
Yeah,
bit
this
that's
more
good.
situation,
analytical with mine.
yeah, when I came into what
Yeah.
I have now, I was in a happy space. You know what I'm saying? I was dating somebody else. I don't even consider that dating. I don't know what that was, but I was
Yeah,
in
I
such
was
a happy.
dating. It just
I was
wasn't.
in. It was just wasn't. It wasn't what I need or what
It
I
was what it was at the time. Let's put it
right.
like that.
But
Let's
I
say,
was
yeah.
still in a happy space though. You know what I'm saying? And that happiness spilled over into what I had. So when I met Roger, I was in a good place and he was too, physically and mentally. And that made a difference. So that's why I was saying sometimes I don't think you have to sit out for no whole long
No,
time to recoup
I
unless it's a
know that's why you
situation.
said that. I'm saying
Yeah.
what was recommended to me when I went through the processes that I went through because mine did not was not a good ending.
Granted, I was
So I
older.
can only use what my perspective and what I have is what I can speak on. Like I can't
Right.
necessarily speak on yours.
And that's why I said what I said. I was giving my perspective,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. All right, let me read this
But like, I
prayer
can.
and then move forward. You go ahead, Corey. Then we can do
No, no, I was just gonna just say just to add on to that or whatever, like speaking on my behalf on what I was saying or whatever. I think also too at that particular time where I was in a relationship and in a committed relationship so young, I didn't know how to translate it or articulate my words at that time to like speak on
Mm.
how I felt or whatever. But at that
Ah,
but at that moment I think I was it's asphyxiated on a notion of being needed as a
yeah.
man. You
it.
feel
Yeah,
me? Like
I can
Mm.
see how
I got
men
a
do
role
that
to play.
Right. Okay.
because that's what you was taught.
So let me ask you, do you think that you had a hard time expressing to yourself based off of having visually seeing that growing up, visually seeing a man be in your home or not be in your home? Do you think that plays a role in how you dealt in your relationships and how you didn't really know how to verbally express yourself? Did that,
Uh,
did that
yeah,
question make
yeah,
Or was
sense?
it
Not
just a
have,
level of maturity, like emotional maturity?
yeah, and to speak on all those points, it was all of the above or whatever, like
hmm
dead ass. Like one, the maturity, you feel me, emotional and mentally, you feel me. I didn't again, I didn't know how to articulate myself and put it in verbiage, because I was still in that young thuggish mind. Even though I was married, I was still very much so still in the streets and shit, trying to, you know what I mean. Like at one point in time, I can't even lie. thank God my mama always told me to keep a job, but at one point in my mind, I was like, man, I'm gonna be a dope boy forever. Like,
No boy
Shit, I
like,
fresh.
understand.
like on my life though, but I had to get smacked down to reality and shit or whatever.
Hmm.
But anyway, but yes, that was a part of my problem. Long story short, I couldn't get over the notion of I have a role to play. I'm
Hmm.
needed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As a man, I should be doing this or whatever. So I immerse myself in relationships, trying to fulfill that role
Hmm.
to folks who I really don't even know and they don't even know me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah,
That makes sense. I know my dad, he talked to me and my brother about his marriage to my mother. He said that it was a lot of things that he didn't do for my mother and that he dropped the ball, and that's how they ended up getting divorced, because there was a lot of things he didn't know that he was supposed to do as a man, because he did not have a man growing up in the house to witness a man give love to a woman. He knew he was
yeah,
supposed to provide and
yes.
work a job and provide a house and money and finances, but he
But
did not know how to emotionally nurture his wife.
right, but
Having that example makes a big difference too, though.
you you spoke to a super key point, both of y'all, in what y'all saying. And being honest, yes, did my mother tell me what should a man do or whatever, and how should a man love his woman, and what's a man's role so far as we Southern people or whatever, man, nigga, you gonna get your ass up and you gonna go do something,
Hmm.
nigga. You feel me? So
Hmm.
she embedded that in me, but visually, did I see
Yeah.
somebody love my mama in a way, you feel me, where I seen that tenderness from a man, where showing those
Mm-hmm.
all those facets of what a man's supposed to be? Nah. And then plus being honest, when I was a young teenager or whatever, man, I ain't gonna even lie. I'm the only child too. Man, I ain't
You ain't
going
let
for that
nobody up
shit.
in
I'm
that
looking at
thing.
any and every nigga crazy as a motherfucker coming up in my head. The fuck? And she used to like she had it got to the point on my life. It got to the point where she would have to take her little dates somewhere else. Like they could not come to that crib. You got me fucked
Let
up,
me
nigga.
find out you was a
I'm out in the
hater. You
streets,
a
low key
motherfucking hater,
gang banging,
Corey.
bro.
And
Man,
you a whole you
I
you
ain't
the
gonna
whole
lie, I
definition of the
was.
song stepdaddy.
I ain't gonna
So
lie, I
you
was
was that you ain't
terrible
my
though.
daddy, shut up.
All lit.
You
I
tell
ain't even have to say that shit. My facial expression, even as a young nigga, was would expel that. They would see it. Like, oh yeah, let
that
me
Nah,
leave
must
this
be so.
young
Corey.
Let
nigga
me
alone.
let me tell you that's got to be a Sagittarius thing, because one of
No,
my
it's
stepbrothers.
not because I have met a whole lot of boys that say that shit. My mama can't have no boyfriend. Bitch,
Well,
you
this
can't
off.
give your mama no. You can't give your mama what she need.
Well, the way you explained it, Corey, is exact. I have a stepbrother, and that was his whole motto. He had two older brothers that accepted my daddy, but he was not going. He could not
Right.
stand my daddy, and any and everything my daddy said, he did complete opposite. But I will say this about my daddy: my daddy did not care. He loved my stepmama enough to take in all of that, regardless of what he had to say,
But
because at
he
the end
might
of
have understood though, just as a
yeah,
man, that there was just a boy being a boy.
he understood. And
And
I was listening today to Rod Hayes. Y'all know I started listening to it. And that was the same premise that he said. He said that black families, we're being taught totally wrong that you don't fuck with nobody else's kids, abandon. He said how it was
No,
in
that
tribal days.
stupid ass social media shit that's trying to separate the black family.
But he said in tribal days, it was an honor for a man to take another woman's family and take and treat the
Yeah.
kids as his own, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take that burden off of the woman. A woman is not supposed to feel stressed. She shouldn't have to be mama
No,
bear
because
all the
we're not
time.
designed for that.
Exactly.
Like our physical and mental. That's is why you have so many women running around, and you will look at them and you be like, that motherfucker crazy. She ain't. She just got too much shit to think about. I mean, you think about it as running your own household. You got to worry about kids, appointments, work, house upkeep, car upkeep. Don't have no animals. Then if your kids got cars, and then you gotta add that shit on there, then you gotta add somebody growing. It's just so much shit to think about. And then you to think and add, you want me to just be like, what? Like what? I can't even put that shit together in my brain right now. Something ain't gonna get done.
Well,
A
they
lot
were
of
saying
something, cause
that
I'm finna go lay down and take a nap.
in tribes it was normal for the man if he dealt with
I
somebody.
think it's normal. I think it's normal to this day. I just feel like it's being pushed on the younger generation that if a woman got kids, don't date her. But at the end of the day, for every mama, every woman that got kids is a man that got kids. So shit, because we can't make them by ourselves.
I
Right.
agree.
So if for every, like they say, the single mom, for every single mom
Hey,
is
let
a
me ask.
single dad.
Hey,
What you
so
say?
let me ask y'all this though. So, and
Okay.
I said, let me ask y'all this, since we kind of, I know we supposed to be segueing on to another topic or
Y'all
whatever,
know
but
we be talking
since we
about
kind of
whatever.
right,
But we still on the
since we
same
kind of
shit.
right
Like
here,
I'm gonna just do my little thing at
but
the end, the rest of mine.
Okay, go ahead, Corey.
okay, but no, yeah. So with all that being said, though, when it comes to dating, let's say hypothetically for you both, where y'all at mentally, emotionally, spiritually, where y'all at now as women? If y'all were dating or in that dating pool, would you prefer a man that has children or whatever versus dating a man at this age that y'all are now or whatever, knowing what y'all know, or versus a dude that don't have children or whatever? You feel me?
I
Do
never
you
date
think that
another
plays
man
like
that
a
don't get kids.
word?
I would never date another man that don't get kids. Please go find you somebody that don't get no kids.
Yeah,
Do
Because
same
you
for
think?
me.
they don't
that-
understand the like I'm gonna put like to the level of what how I mother. Like I'm a very active mom. So no, if my kid gets something going on, no, I'm not gonna miss it unless it's, you know what I'm saying. I'm just not. I'm just not. I'm gonna beat her. Even I might not. I'm gonna beat her physically. I might not beat her mentally. You can meet me there, but a lot of men, if you don't have children, you don't understand that. Plus, I'm not having no more kids. So if I'm gonna date somebody, you need to already come with your own kids, and we can just blend Brady Bunch style. Cause I'm not having no more. So I'm not.
do you
I'm
think
not dating. No, I
do
mean,
both of
unless
y'all think?
what you say.
No, I was gonna say, do both of y'all think like, um, does that play a role in that gentleman's or that man's mentality, like where he grounded more, like you say, it's a more understanding or overstanding, like you say,
I
you
think
as a
I
so.
mother.
do.
I think
I
so.
think it's
I think when people have children, it gives you a certain level of spiritual awareness. For
right.
one,
And
that's
responsibility most
for
of the time. Responsibility too.
yeah. For
Straight
me,
up.
I think that when you have children, it's a certain level of your spirit that is tapped, and a
Yeah.
certain level of awareness that you have, and like because having children, as much shit as we talk about it, that is like a whole spiritual deal. Especially, I mean, for me as a woman, I'm birthing a whole human being into this world. That's a different level that if you
That's a
don't have
different
never
type of
experienced
connection.
it, if you haven't experienced it, you'll never understand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's for me, myself. Like
Yeah.
I don't
But
want
yeah,
nobody that got
I
kids.
wouldn't date I'm not dating a man if he doesn't have any children.
That's what's up. I was just curious.
And then also too, I feel like when as women, you should also hold that man accountable to help raise his children. I think so. Cause a lot of these men is walking around here with girlfriends that ain't telling him shit, ain't saying, "Hey, you
I
want to
feel
do this?"
like for me, if I
Hey,
have to tell you that you should take care of your children, I'm just not gonna date you.
I
Because
agree to that
what?
extent too, but sometimes niggas just be niggas and they gonna do what a woman allows them to do. And if a woman don't get them in check and be like, "Hey, where's your kids? What are you doing?"
I don't even want to do that.
Then
If you,
that's
if you, if I don't see you with your kids on a consistent basis, you ain't got to worry about calling me. I ain't gonna have no. I'm so motherfucking for real because I watch this shit all the time. Like how you taking care of somebody else's kids and you don't take care of your own. You can't come over here and tell me shit about me or my kids if I don't never see you with yours. Please get the fuck out of my face. I
well,
can't. I don't have no respect for you.
I've witnessed women. I don't know.
That
Like I said,
stop
I
them
just
from doing for their
right.
kids too. I've seen that too. So
So I
that's
just
on a whole nother level though.
yeah,
But
that's
as a
on another
man, I
level.
don't feel like you should allow no woman to tell you that you can and can't do for your kids.
Nah, we should. You
You
should
need to
not.
get
Hey,
rid of that bitch.
hey, again, in my voice, as you say, man, crazy ass work, man.
Man, what the fuck? But women to do it, oh well, you gotta send whatever's left over. We got bills we gotta pay. We doing this, we gotta do this, we got la da da this, that, whatever. My kids come first. But them ain't his kid. Like I get it, that's your man, but those are not his children. What you would do if he wasn't there?
But a lot of women want men to
I
disown
know.
their own and take
And
care of
niggas do
theirs.
that shit every day.
So I was just saying on that aspect as a woman.
Shit, I
If
for
I'm
real.
dating you, I feel
I
like
agree with you on that.
you need to take care of your kids or I'll include them too.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, if you're gonna that's like me, I say I'm not gonna date a man that doesn't have kids. So I know if I did get involved with a man that got kids, and that means I don't have a problem with playing the role of a stepmom, which I've done it before. I would treat his kids the same way I would treat mine to the what I'm saying, to whatever extent that he allows me, what I'm saying,
Mhm.
to interact with his children. I'm not gonna mistreat him at all because I won't want nobody to mistreat mine.
Mhm.
But I'm still gonna, do my part as a nurturing
Right.
woman. But I'm not gonna. I wouldn't.
And 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 to piggyback on what you're saying or whatever, on what both of y'all are saying, as women or whatever, and to shed light on our topic or whatever, that goes into reciprocity or whatever. You feel me? You giving
Exactly.
and
Mhm.
you feel me?
And
It's a
take.
give and take. You feel me? A push and pull.
Mhm.
But even with reciprocity, you have to be at a position or a place in life to where you're even open to receiving. Because
Yeah.
sometimes you can be
Yes.
been I went through some shit to where you ain't open to this shit. Like
Where
I
you
don't want.
closed off.
Yeah, you closed off.
Exactly. So I'm glad that y'all said that. So as women, let me ask y'all this: do y'all think that a person can be oblivious to it or whatever? Like
If you don't acknowledge what you've been through, then you can't acknowledge you can't even you can't acknowledge that you ain't open. Like if you don't like we was talking about self-reflecting or whatever, you had never sat down and been like, damn, why do I keep doing this? Or why do I feel like this? If you ain't even open or don't even understand that you feel the way you feel, because a lot of times your anger is an emotion is something else. It just presents
can,
as
can,
anger.
can
So if you
cloud shit.
don't,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or
So if
you
you
can be
don't,
so traumatized that you practice cognitive dissonance too.
that too.
Some people
And
be
then
so
that
traumatized
cognitive
that they
dissonance
just
can still come off as anger though, because you don't know no other emotion.
or you done been hurt so bad that you just trying to do anything to keep from
Or you
feeling
might
that
be
possibly
numb
feeling that hurt again. So yeah, I
or
definitely feel
numbing
you.
yourself to where you don't feel shit. But yeah, you can be oblivious to it and don't even
Where you
realize that you doing it.
And some people just oblivious, period. Ain't
right.
even with no fucking trauma. Motherfuckers walking around here
Yeah.
stupid, y'all. I keep saying dumb down for dummies, because that's the world we live in. And I ain't mad at you,
That
dummies.
too, but I think sometimes that if I don't acknowledge what's going on in my life, then I don't have to fix it,
Well,
and
if
I
you're
can
not
be a
even self
victim.
aware, If you ain't even self-aware, how you gonna acknowledge anything? So I say D for dummies.
You
So
stupid.
So can I ask y'all this too again though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As women, again speaking for where y'all at mentally,
Hmm.
spiritually, and all the above right now, or whatever. Hypothetically speaking, no disrespect to y'all gentlemen that might be listening or whatever.
No, no, you good. We open panel around here. We
Yeah, we hypothetically talking, but
yeah.
no, like, do y'all think where y'all at right now? Could you deal with a dude that's not open minded, or do y'all feel like at the age y'all at now, do y'all even though like you came in, I know for a profession you are a teacher, but do you feel like doing that shit at home? You know what I'm saying, with your counterpart and shit. Do you feel like you got to teach this motherfucker? Do you feel like you got the
Um,
time at this age, like where you got to teach a nigga and shit?
I will, because at the end of the
I
day,
will. It
everybody is
just
not on the
depends
same
on what
level of
the.
awareness.
Yeah, that's what I was
Because
gonna
some
say.
people
Like
are
if
very
he
good. People are good people, and sometimes they can't help that they're not aware. Sometimes
that's
they need a
right.
little
If
bit
you
of
don't,
direction and patience, and that's why I hate when people say, "Oh, you need to come all the way complete and
yeah,
done
no,
did this."
because that
And
gives you no space to grow.
right, and no space for you to grow together. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, I'm not saying that I want to traumatize. I'm no. I'm
no,
saying a lot of times people be like in relationships. He got to be on my level. We got to come to me the way
no.
that I
I
need
don't.
him. That
I
I
because
have
but
done the work.
if you think like that, then you like you're expecting perfection, and then you're gonna have expectations, and then when that person doesn't meet them, you're gonna be mad, and then boom, there you go. Now you this is a pattern that you're repeating because you're looking
Mhm.
for a perfect person. No, I don't mind. Um, Teaching at a you know what I'm saying, to a certain extent. Like I'm not gonna teach you to you need to make sure you get up and go to work and do I didn't know, nigga, hell motherfucking now. But like as far as like spiritual shit or on a different, like aspect, that type of shit, like you what you like he might the person might know some shit that I don't know that doesn't have anything to do with spirituality, but might be open to learning what I know. So you teach me what you know, and I'm gonna teach you what I know, and we can learn together.
But I will say he does have to have some type of core val. Our core values have to be similar, because a lot of
Yeah,
times people meet and he
There
may
we go.
be
yeah,
interested in what I know, but then once we get together, we get to talking. That
and
shit
it
does
ain't
not
no
work.
commonality at
It's no
all.
commonality. He may have been interested in that
Yeah,
moment. So at the end of the day, your core values have to be
they gotta
the
match. You gotta be at least a little bit what they say equally yoked. It's like I had a
yeah.
dude come approach me at a basketball game about some soaps. You know, so like I ain't gonna say I used to, I still will get in there and
Mhm.
make some soaps and sell 'em. But you know, he
Right.
bought soaps for me before it. So I already knew what he was on. Like I picked up his vibe from the jump. But he hit text me. I gave him my number to I was like, okay, well, I don't have any of that type right on hand. But if give me a couple of days and I can make them or whatever. And he texted me the next day talking about Supreme. He said Supreme Rising or some shit. Uh are you still in a relationship? Sir, what do they have to do with the soaps? So to me, it's like when you approach a person, your intentions, your that's what matters more to me. Like, what are your intentions when you are approaching me or when you trying to deal with me? So as far as
Right.
like core values and in your intentions, like what do you want? So
Mhm.
if you approach me on, oh, I'm trying to get purchase some products from you or whatever, and then later on it come out that, oh, I'm trying to fuck.
Or I don't
I'ma
necessarily have to
block
be trying
you.
to fuck. He could be,
No,
but
but you
sometimes
can
that's a
tell
gateway.
though. You can tell.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, and because you was dealing with his
Yeah,
person, so you could tell
yeah.
her. You could tell what he was on. But sometimes that's men. They have to be creative. They not
You
creative
don't. You
sometimes.
can
That's just
just.
how
You
they.
don't have to. You don't have to play with my money though. Don't play because if you telling me, oh, I'm interested in buying some soaps, then that means I'm gonna have to go purchase some shit to make it, and then you later on to come out, you will tell me that, but then you just trying to do whatever else you trying to do, and you ain't said shit else about themselves. I'm not gonna deal with you because you wasting my time and
Well,
and
yeah,
my
that's your time
resources.
and money. But a real man gonna buy some
Yeah,
soap for you and still be
yeah.
like, hey,
Well, and that
hey,
much.
and entertain you if they
No,
really
I
interested
get
like
that.
that.
I mean, I understand that. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
for
but you knew
me, it's
he,
intentions. Like,
yeah,
what are
he
your
knew you.
intentions? You was on some bullshit. Get the fuck out of my. Don't do that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I understand that because I've had guys, try to holler at me or whatever and purchase soaps. I don't give a fuck what you do with it after you pay. That's on you. But
Right.
for real. But like it's all about your, to me, intentions and values. What are you really trying to do?
Well, how can you
Because
know
if
somebody's intentions in the very beginning when you meet?
because the majority of the time you can tell. You can't tell when somebody on some bullshit.
Yeah, I can, but a lot of
Okay, that's
times I
all.
don't really
That's
be.
what I'm saying. Like,
I
I'm not
don't
saying
really be
all
paying
people be
nobody.
on
I
it.
really don't be paying people attention.
I
And
do.
just
If you coming
like
to
that.
me and you call, like, so if a dude trying to holler at you, you're not paying attention. Like, I get you in a relationship now, but I'm saying in the past, before you got into a
No, because
relationship.
sometimes I just be giving folk a chance because you never know. Motherfuckers be with the bullshit because I'm full of shit sometimes.
Well,
At
see, and
least
I
you
be with
know.
the
maybe
shit.
that's
At
I'm
the
least you
difference
jivey.
own your shit.
I
between
be
Shit.
with
me and
the
you.
shit
Like,
and
I
I'm
don't
jivey.
really. If
And
I'm
sometimes,
interested in somebody, I'm not gonna be full of shit. I'm not. I'm just not. But
yeah,
like,
because sometimes
and if I'm
sometimes
not.
it ain't always an interest.
But
It could
if
be
I'm
just
not
on
interested
some,
in them, I'm not even gonna waste their time because I don't want them to
or
do that to me.
or it could just be like I said, I'm jivey as fuck. So we could just be on some
Mm-mm.
bullshit talking, and
I ain't
sometimes I
know,
have given
but I don't
chances
be.
just based off of that.
I don't. I'm not finna waste your motherfucking time because I have too much shit. I have too much. That's what I'm saying. I have too much shit going on. My like
I got
with
shit going
between
on
my.
too, but I'm jiving in a
No,
motherfucker.
I'm saying as far as like
Basically,
with
like
the
you and
level of
people shit.
active shit, huh? I'm just not finna do that shit. Like,
I be
if
with the
I'm
shit.
not finna jive you. I ain't never just really been with the shit like that. Like, if I like you, I like you, and if I don't, I'm not even finna waste your time.
I was real
Like
bad. Ooh, I'm
I'm not
real
finna do
jiving,
that.
baby. Real
I ain't never
jiving.
just been like that. So
I was like that
I ain't
in high
saying I'm just
school.
like all the way 100% serious and shit. Like, I laugh and joke and shit or whatever. But like, if I know somebody was really trying to like talk to me or entertain me and some shit, and I wasn't really interested, then I'm just gonna be like, nah, I'm straight.
Sometimes it's just fun just to play
I
the
I
game.
don't I didn't think it was. I didn't ever get no fun out of that. Cause I think it's fucked up. I'm a firm. I really believe that you don't play with people like that. Cause I done been played with like that. I don't think that shit cool.
Oh well. I done played with a couple people.
Well, I
I'm,
haven't. I ain't
I'm
never
still
really
here on
been
this
like
earth. Ain't nobody hunt me down and kill me.
that. A
I'm just
motherfucker
saying that's just
showed
my
you.
personality though.
I mean, I get what you saying. I'm just saying for me, as far
Yeah,
as like interacting and dealing with people, especially when it comes like I'm not finna. I just
you
ain't.
ain't that
I
like
have a
that.
lot of shit. I got a lot of shit going on, like for real. Like with as far as trying to get my
Right.
kids where they need to go. I get everybody playing the goddamn sports and shit. Like, I got a lot of time. I don't have a lot of free time, so I'm not gonna take that free time and bullshit with it.
I won't do that now, but
Right.
Yeah, but
I'm a few years
I'm
ago.
speaking. I'm talking about now. Cause he spoke what he said now in life. Now
I don't know. I might would if I didn't have nobody. I might be with the
I'm
shits.
not finna play with nobody because motherfuckers is crazy. I don't, and I think that's like that is a reason why a lot of people is the way that they are now. Don't nobody take nobody serious because everybody be playing. But like, I'm not.
People take people seriously, but
I
like
don't.
you
They
said,
really don't. Like,
it's
when you
sometimes
talk
it's
to
just out of
people,
fun. Like I'm not saying
but
I'm messing with nobody's head.
that's what
I'm
it
being
sounds like
jivey,
though.
and one thing can lead to another just on some play shit. You never
Mm-mm.
know
I,
where that
I ain't saying I'm just all the 100% serious and I don't have fun and
you're
no
just
shit
a
like
more
that.
serious person when it comes to
When it
relationships.
comes to my feelings and dealing with somebody on that level, yes, because I don't want to hurt your feelings, so don't hurt mine. I'd rather you just be honest. and be like, hey, well, this what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to fuck, or can I get some of your time? Just be honest with me. Let me know your intentions up front, and I can move how I want to move based on it.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
I'm gonna tell you my intention. Shit, I might be in a position where I'll be like, shit, I'm just trying to fuck, whatever. But I'm not finna be interacting or entertaining somebody else, and I know I'm on some bullshit because I got too much shit going on. I ain't got time for
Hmm.
this shit. Either we
I
finna
think
be we gonna move how we gonna move and flow at the same, or we get out my face because I'm not finna play with you. I'm grown in
What
a
you finna
motherfucker.
I
say, Tori?
think for me,
Shit.
I think um I think for me, like I was telling y'all, when I turned 39 and shit or whatever, and I know I'm still young or whatever, you feel me? And I still feel, you know, youthful or whatever to a certain extent. Like I don't feel like I'm just dead ass old type shit. But nevertheless
Mm.
though,
I don't either.
the older I get though, I think I'm getting big more on like as they say, what pouring to me as I pour into you type shit.
Exactly. That's what
Hmm.
I'm saying. Like
Like you said though,
reciprocity, like you said, like I ain't finna be playing with nobody because I don't want them playing with me.
yeah, man, like where I
That
can only
shit,
speak for
it's hard
myself in
than a
this particular
motherfucker trying to
situation. Like
put
you said,
yourself back
like
together and take care of a house and kids and put your emotional body back together. That shit hard than a motherfucker trying to do all this shit and take care of kids and show up to basketball games and go to work and not cuss out and mistreat other people kids. No, I'm not finna play with nobody. And don't play with me. I'm not.
right.
That's a bit much. But
Yeah,
that's just
man.
me.
Nah, man. Like, like, and I get it too, though. You where you at now, like you say, mentally, you understand the seriousness of time. Time, the most precious thing that anybody can ever give you. You feel me? That's some shit that a
Yeah.
motherfucker can't get back, no matter what. You could take gifts, money, whatever, cars, all type of material shit. You can get that back, destroy or do whatever type shit. But that time shit, man, that's the most valuable
Yeah, don't waste
thing
my
ever.
time. I'd rather you just tell me the truth. What's up front? Cause at the end of the day, whatever you got to say, I still gotta wake up and pay motherfucking bills. So just be 100. Like don't play with me. Cause I hate to have to sit up,
You hate to have to what? Say it again.
sit up.
That's what I
I'm
thought you
chill.
said.
I be chill and I be cool and laid back. I don't do no whole lot. I don't fuck with no whole lot of people. So just let me be where I'm at, or either be for real. But don't like that shit just rubbed me the wrong way. Like you hit me up on some business type shit, and then just to ask me about like, no nigga, you ain't even bought the soap, but you worried about, you know what I'm saying? You worried about the wrong shit. Like that just rubbed me the wrong way and let me know where your intentions was at. Like you could have just asked me that at the game. Do you have a man? And I would never gave you my number. I don't want to talk to you.
He
Not
used
you,
that
but you.
he used that
Yeah,
as his
stop
way
playing, nigga.
of
I need $55. Quit fucking playing with me. Playing with my motherfucking money. Shit.
hey, goddamn it, say
That's
he
why I
hooked
said
you
if
up.
he was really interested, he should have went on about the soap, and then if
That's
that was
what I'm
his
saying.
segue,
Or
Hey,
go ahead and send me the
let
cash
me
app
go on
and
to
be like,
support
well,
her.
just give it to me when
yeah,
you get
'cause-
it made. But he didn't do
What?
that. You
Yeah,
you hit me on that and then hit me the very next morning.
yeah, that
Are
was
you still in a relationship, man? Get the fuck off my line, bitch.
yeah, that was lame, man. I at least would have hit you with the little pape. You feel me? Just
Man,
to show you
cash
my
right.
out me.
interest.
Make my shit ding. You ain't even do none of that. Get out my face, dog. I can't fuck with it. That's what I'm saying. With your intentions. I picked up on that shit. Like, no. What the fuck is you go find you somebody that's a little bit dumber, cause I ain't it. I'm not about to play with you, sir. I hate to have to pull up on you. I'm just playing. I ain't even gonna do that. But 10 years ago I probably would have. I just quit talking
Can
to
I ask
people.
y'all
It
this
don't
though?
even matter.
why we don't approach up on an hour or whatnot before we get up out of here on this South
Oh, I'm
Sucker
gonna do my
Sunday.
little prayer thing before we end the call, guys.
Right. But let me ask y'all this one question before you do your prayer though, and we can
Okay, you
conclude
good.
on that. What does reciprocity look like to the each of y'all though?
I
For
Outside
did a
of
me,
whole
you.
poem on mine last week.
for me, reciprocity does not have to look exactly what I do, but what you can do in your capacity. Do what you can do. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Do what you can do, because how I give may not be your way of giving. How I love may not be your way of loving. But do what
Right,
you can do. And if you're with somebody, or you're gonna know their level of what they can do and can't do. You know what I'm saying? You
right.
know what they have to give if you really fucking with somebody.
Yeah,
It's so many times people expect shit to look the way they do it, and everybody ain't the same.
right. You can't expect you from other people. I
Because
agree
what
with you on
happens,
that.
anger, y'all know, and you might have said this, I think you've said this before. Anger is nothing but unmet
Other
expectations.
resentments. I'm mad at you because you didn't do this shit how I wanted you to do it. Fuck you,
Anger
nigga.
is our creation of unreal expectations for the world and those around us.
Yeah. But for me,
Man, that's
reciprocity
the realest shit ever.
is it's just matching my effort. Like, say for instance, I might know how to do this, and you might know how to do that, and then we could just meet in the middle. Like I'm all for a barter system.
Yeah, because what I've realized in black relationships, most of the time they be lying about who making the most money. Women make most money in relationships, and so now you got a whole generation of women. And I'm not saying that a man shouldn't take care of you. I'm not saying that, but most of the time in relationships, women are making majority of the money. So you technically can't expect your partner to give the same amount that you're giving if you make more than them. And I'm just using that as an example of
I
where
don't think
some.
it has to be based on monetary
No, it
gifts,
doesn't. But
monetary
I'm just talking about what the narrative is in
society.
relationship. Yeah, in society, in
Yeah,
relationships right now. It's a whole generation of, well, he can't do this. I ain't doing nothing 50-50 with a man. Well, technically, it ain't 50-50. It's whoever. Everybody has their own form of reciprocity. You do
yeah.
what you
That's
can
what I
do.
say. It matters. Well, it's just dependent on the people.
Meet me halfway. Do what you can do. Like, I know if I'm making 100,000, you making 50,000. 9 times out of 10, I'm finna be hitting that mortgage. Do
Yeah.
what you can do.
I just
And this,
say as long as it's both a give and take and nobody's just giving, giving, giving and somebody's just taking, 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 then I think that's
yeah.
very unhealthy.
And
So I just
somebody
think it's
may be giving
somebody
more
because sometimes it's
emotionally.
gonna be it might be 20/80, it might be 80
Yeah, because it
20, it might
changes.
be 50. Yeah. I just it
Reciprocity changes in a relationship according to where
and
we are
over
and what we
time
have going
too.
on.
So you
It can
never
change
know.
over time. Yeah. And it can
Like
change
say for
for the
instance, if
season.
you was with somebody and he might have been making, say he making 100,000, whatever. It's really hell shit. The way how high shit is, that ain't shit no way anyway. More than what I make, but whatever. But like say if he got hurt, then that leaves you as a woman, as a person that's gonna be bringing in the majority of the money. Like if he got a
Right.
job to where it's physical. Say for instance, you got an electrician and this nigga done electrocuted himself.
Mhm.
What you
Then
gonna do?
you're gonna have to kick in. And that's why I say your
You gonna have to
reciprocity
pick up. That's why I
is
tell
different
people,
levels.
I tell guys all the time, shit, don't date somebody who ain't willing to get work, who ain't willing to do no work. Like, cause I've listened to women talk and say, if my man get hurt, I'ma leave him. And that mean you don't love you don't really care about him.
Well, I mean, you just in it for the money. In
Right.
it
And
for the
Right.
that's
money.
why I say what I said as far as your intentions and when you come because that's the type of person that I am is I know that I'm gonna give my part. I'm gonna do like I'm a very reciprocal person.
Hmm.
So if your intentions are not where they should, you know what I'm saying? Like if you don't have good intentions, just leave me alone.
I agree. Well, y'all.
So there's a thing right there. Oh, so go
No,
ahead,
go ahead,
go
Corey.
ahead.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no, no.
yeah.
I wasn't finna say that. Go
No,
ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, that's the thing though. Like, a lot of people don't even know shit about intent. I was having a conversation with one of my colleagues or whatever, and I was telling them I'm the type of person that, when it come down to some real shit or whatever, like when I'm really making conscious decisions about it, things or what I'm finna pursue, what I'm trying to do, I make sure
Mhm.
my intent is pure. You feel me? Because
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
got to.
understand or overstand the workings of that. You know what I'm saying? That
Hmm.
knowing that, my energy is everything type shit. And a lot of people ain't even consciously even aware of their own energy. Therefore,
Right.
so they can't even really overstand intent. You feel me?
People are
Right.
lacking self
But
awareness.
that's
But
me.
now,
But I guess that'd be me. Like sometimes, I had shared a post the other day where I'd be like, man, I hate that I'm overly aware to shit or
hmm
whatever. Where I'm so
man,
in tune or whatever. I be feeling like that shit is a curse sometimes.
man, see everything.
I
I sent
agree.
y'all the message
It
this
be
week.
it
I was
be
like, bro,
weird.
why do I see everything? Why can't I just unsee some shit and just not see that it's there,
Put
bro?
your
Why am I
rose
so
colored
aware?
glasses back on.
Man, why am I? Sometimes I just don't want to see stuff, and people be missing shit, and I be like, "Damn, how you
They
not see that?"
Man,
how you
and it
didn't
be
see that?
irking.
Yeah, it be
Exactly.
right there in your face, bro. Like, how y'all ain't see that bullshit?
Because sometimes you don't want to see it though.
I be
It might
trying to
not be
not.
that you can't. It might be
The
that I
move,
just can't. I can't
the
process it.
move.
I be trying to not
Cognitive
see it.
dissonance.
I be trying to not see it, but I just in my soul, I just can't not see it.
Because you're at a place to where you're capable, and some people are just not capable of seeing that shit. If my
Mhm.
brain won't process it, then
Right.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
like
Different
like
set of eyes,
I'm really cognitive I just can't do it. I don't have the brain power for it.
and it's a
Not
level of
me, but
self
you get what I'm
awareness
saying.
too. But
Yeah.
we're in the age where I'm finna stop giving passes to motherfuckers that ain't self aware
Right, because
because
there's so much information out here. If you don't get somewhere in the
man,
worry of it,
and
you dumb
we done
motherfucker.
survived the whole fake pandemic, y'all. Like what the fuck?
Do
How
you?
are you not self-aware? Like, bro, we was locked up in the house for months and wearing masks. At some point, some got to click off in your
But
head.
you
Like,
know what's crazy though? I be laughing like with the mask and shit. Like if I walk behind you and you fart and I can smell your fart through my mask, why is I wearing this for?
hey, yeah, I ain't even gonna lie though. I do wear masks sometimes if I feel
For
like the
what?
cooties is in there. Not out in public, but like
Oh
if I
man,
had to be listen,
man, what you say? Hey, out
man,
here where
listen.
Somebody said if y'all need a crack ass cracker on the show, I'm here.
What's up, Cody?
Hey Cody.
I ain't mad at that.
Oh
Uh,
shit, that was funny.
Right,
but
man.
listen,
Your input, welcome, man. We ain't gonna trip. We smart
right?
enough.
Man,
We open here. We accept all walks of life, man. But listen, I would put
Most
on a
that.
mask because we was in the Dollar Tree the other day, and this lady was in here with 4 kids, and her baby was coughing, and it was the juiciest, nastiest coughs. He
sound
was
like
coughing.
he had the little mucus man in his chest.
Man, I was looking
Hey.
for a mask because
Mhm.
like that next day, London woke up feeling sick, and we wouldn't even buy the little boy.
That's how you get. That's how I got the COVID at Walmart. Went in there to get a tire, came out that motherfucker sick as hell. God, that man was in there hacking and coughing.
Just
I
the
was like,
way
man,
you
we gonna be sick in the motherfucker. We leave out of here. Then we was sick as hell for 2 days. Yeah, leave. But even when you wear the, I think if you're gonna wear the mask, he said that's that 24-hour
Facts.
AIDS. You sure know what to say.
it just ran its course.
Oh my god.
Hey,
That
but
was so-
on a serious note, me living out here in Denver, out here in Colorado, and working with the homeless population. When I say wearing a mask is
Man,
motherfucking mandated, man.
Yeah, I can
man,
understand that.
These folks really got the heebie-jeebies, man. No
man.
disrespect.
They probably got the strongest immune systems though.
Mm,
Hey,
I don't know about that one. I don't know.
Bruh, cause
hey,
they be eating their trash cans and everything. And I'm not joking on
hey,
homeless
now,
people.
I say they got some strong enzymes in
That
their
part.
stomach. They got some strong ass stomach acid. But when it come to that man, I have seen these folks have everything but barnacles. God damn it.
Oh,
And if you know
Jesus.
what barnacles is, they be on the bottom of the damn boat. God damn it. Shit.
Oh, not barnacles, Jesus.
Man, I ain't lying.
Oh, I'm fooling with
All
it.
I can think about was SpongeBob. He be talking about
That man,
barnacles.
that's the first thing came to my head is SpongeBob.
Hey, but hey, that's what I challenge y'all to do.
You're
Look up
so funny.
barnacles on your own accord and
No,
see how
I
they
already
look.
know what
No, I
that
know
shit
what a
Crazy.
is.
barnacle look
I
like.
just
I know,
taught about barnacles when we was
man,
talking
them
about
shits be on the bottom of the boat.
symbiotic relationships.
No, sir.
It
I think not.
be on whales too, and
It be on
orcas.
whales and on the bottom of
Right.
boats, and that shit look like warts.
Yeah,
I'm straight.
turtles and all that shit. Yeah.
I'm straight.
Ah.
And
Hey,
see,
you
Man,
know,
and
then
they
you
what?
be
know that
crawling
you
up
know
out,
that
man.
that
Look.
that video I sent you, Feast, where that man was talking about his girlfriend was no, the girl was cheating with her dude, and he pulled out his dick, and he had them barnacles on there.
Oh yes. Oh my
Ah,
God.
that shit looks scary.
Oh, that's terrible.
That was
Terrible,
funny as
terrible.
hell.
That was hilarious.
Between the 24-hour AIDS and the barnacles just took it. I'm dead.
Man, man, because that's exactly what COVID is. 24-hour to 48-hour AIDS. They could be
Ah, that shit was
sick. But you
hilarious.
know what? They're finding out that there is a link between herpes simplex and AIDS. And my mama said back in the day, they only had simple venereal diseases. She said herpes hit the scene in the 80s. Motherfuckers were scared. And shortly thereafter, after herpes hit, AIDS hit.
I think all that shit, man.
But she
I can
said that
believe
bitch
it. That shit
crabs
came in
evolved into
waves
lobster.
by design.
Cody is
Crabs.
crazy.
Cody, where
Say
you
what?
from? You was
That bitch is crabs evolved
We
into
gotta look
lobsters.
at
is crabs even a thing now? This shit's so serious
Yes,
now. I
it
don't.
is.
People still be getting crabs, coochie lice.
but
People
I
be
like
getting
hey, now
crabs,
that you
bro.
mentioned it, that's crazy. A motherfucker just they said, man, I got the you in here everything else, but a motherfucker saying they got crabs. What the
Right,
fuck?
that's what I'm saying.
That's
Uh,
crazy.
Everybody got
if people still get kids still get lice, so
they do.
Hell
if
So what?
kids
yeah.
can
The
still get
homeless
lice, then you can still get crabs.
Well, they don't talk about crab. They be talking about that super gonorrhea that you can't get with, or that super chlamydia that you can't get rid of
Jesus.
with antibiotics. So technically, is that a virus?
And you need to get you some garlic and some goddamn cloves and some oregano oil. Sit down with that
Man,
shit.
or just stop fucking, wrap that shit up, and not don't let nobody else see it. Well,
Mm.
Kimmy, you gonna say your piece?
Yes,
I
yes,
am,
yes,
I
yes, yes,
am, I
yes.
am. Okay, I am root of your root, soil of your soil, bone of your bone, and blood of your blood. From our families of the Shanklins, the Jones, Fuller, Meriwether, Curran, Johnson, Dodson, Johnson, Morgan, Davis, McNeil, Hill, and Crutchfield, we thank you for your guidance, protection, wisdom, and clarity. We understand, overstand, and understand the strength and power that's being provided to us. We accept the responsibility of the gifts passed down to us. We walk in your strength and power today and every day, Ashe.
I say, and remember, guys. I know everybody. Some folk be
Okay.
celebrating Christmas. This is prime time to accept abundance and really tap into your ancestors for that shit. And on that note,
Off tops.
we out this joint. Peace in the
Hey,
Middle East. Slow motion
pre-
is better than no
appreciate
motion.
y'all.
Cause no motion mean your ass is dead.
Show. Peace and blessing. Thank y'all for ending the chat too, y'all. Appreciate that.
All right.